Oh, I'm sorry, fishies. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do it. What? No, yet. Oh, I do believe I seem to have my volume up on this little device here called a tablet. And that's why he was getting this little bit of a loop of sound going on. Well, anyway, here I am. Good evening to you all on this rather fabulous trafficless night. Trafficless outside. Looked out the window. Normally there's stuff going on. Tonight, nothing. Brilliant. It's definitely the kind of night I would like to be jumping into the car and going for a lovely, lovely drive. But I can't because I have responsibilities, I have little people to look after, etc. So I'm in the house, stuck. Sort of, not actually stuck. I mean, who is really, honestly, stuck in the house? What an insult it is to say that you're stuck in the house if you can actually, if you're able-bodied and able to get off your fat ass and just walk out the door. And I am. I'm going to have to get a lot fatter before that is no longer an option. But anyway, so good evening, everybody here. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good night, whatever, whichever one it happens to be. And I've chosen tonight to do a live stream for two particular good reasons. One is football. I don't like football, so I don't want to watch it. And if I don't want to watch it, I'm assuming that many other people don't really want to watch it either. But as the streets are so empty, apparently 51% of men are football fanatics. 51%. How did it get to that number? That's 51% are fanatical about it. So what about the rest of them that just kind of like it? When it comes to an evening like this, they're all going to be just watching this whatever you call it. Is it a game? Is it a match? Anyway, they're going to be watching it just because it's the one time us Brits are allowed to be patriotic about something. And that's what really bugs me. Why can't we be patriotic about other things as well? Stuff that's actually important, eh? Why can't we? Well, we're just discouraged, I guess. Now, where was I? Oh, yeah, that's one reason. So I'm thinking, on one hand, many people won't be bothering to do live streams or doing any kind of other things, and there'll be a whole section of people, especially in the UK, that don't like football and wish that there was something else going on. And you never know, I might just be able to, say hello to those people. So if you are new, please do say hello. And if you're not new, also say hello, because that's what it's about, not just say hello. The other thing is, even more important, I have 2 hours to go, 2 hours watch time on this channel before it can be partially monetized. And there we go. Who wants to buy a mug? First time I've tried this one out. Yes, mustard approved. As you can see, it's the same colour as my t-shirt. It's got the same design on there, on the back. The famous phrase, as coined by the Gibbinator himself, for me, not like I can't think of my own things, but he's provided me with some stuff here to flog on. So I'm going to make a video where I shall be promoting it very, very soon indeed. Now, after all that, it's probably time I sat down, take the weight off your feet. Actually, let's take the strain off your back, as far as I'm concerned, and see who's with me tonight. So let's lower this down a little bit just there. And I'm very, very grateful for anyone joining me tonight. It's hopefully this will be a rather splendid evening indeed. Quite a few, indeed. There's me, and well, I was here, but I am here now because I'm watching on this. Of the 12 people that are watching this, I'm one of them. That makes it 11. That's not too good, but at least that means there's going to... Oh, no, hang on. No, it doesn't work like that because of IP addresses. I was going to say at least my whole time watching this and monitoring this will be recorded as time, but it won't because it's the same thing. So it's a free one. Disinterested car girl is here. It's the disinterested football boy. Yeah, except I'm not going to go to football matches to start seeing what it's all about and see what it is I'm missing out on. Because I know what I'm missing out on. Something I don't like. And Dick Dastardly. And there was me thinking that Nigel had been named after a former player and current football manager, Nigel Clough. Nigel Clough. Or Nigel Giggs either. It's not named after him, or Nigel Keegan. None of those were the influence behind the name of Nigel. Another most amusing thumbnail, by the way, says Dick Dastardly. Thumbnail isn't an entirely apt description, as I've virtually a full screen on my TV. Oh, that's a big TV. There's a very big TV indeed. Is your TV too big for your room? Because I see TVs when you just, sometimes, actually, if you used to have a walk around the streets tonight, again, if you peer into people's front rooms, you'll see TVs on, all with the same, not particularly exciting thing happening. And some of these screens are absolutely massive, too much so. I mean, it would be a bit like watching it like that.
Is Puddycat here?
Puddycat isn't here as far as I know. I'll let you know if Puddycat comes in, okay? Right. Do you hear that, Puddycat? If you're here, make yourself known. Mighty Cat Mods. Well, this is disappointing. Right. He hasn't started yet. Sorry. Yes, learn to tell the time, Mighty Cat Mods. The Greenwood is here. Hello, evening all, and hello, Mustard. And welcome, Greenwood. No matter, we can enjoy the anticipation. Good evening all, says Dick Dastardly. And NATO is here. NATO, or NATO, which might not be the same NATO, but anyway, NATO is here. Thank you. Hello, hello. Oh, Simone is here. Hooked on classics. That's Simone. How wonderful. I'm going to do the impression. You ready? You ready? Oh no, I need the glasses on, don't I? Hi, it's Simone. And, well, this is a treat actually. Julia Helen is here. Hello, Julia. Welcome to this actual live stream. Imagine that. We haven't actually seen each other for a very, very long time. I'll sure tell everyone how I know you. If I'm going to wait for a response on that, because you might not want me to tell anyone. But if you do, I will tell everyone and talk about it in great detail. Well, more or less. There's not that much detail to tell. Peter P is here. Good evening, girls. King Charles there. King Charles took over the narration of this live stream. Thank you, King Charles. Hi, Dick, Mighty, NATO, Julia, PPP. Good evening, says Dick Dastardly, and I think he's missing a word off there, which is fine. NATO evening at 51%. Who and how did they conclude that? Well, Dick Dastardly, this is just a statistic I found out the other day whilst I was thinking about it. Because, right, now, if you don't like football, you will know that everybody else seems to do. And if you're a man in particular, if there's a football match going on tonight, the previous night or what have you, any man would just come up to you and start talking to you about it. And he won't wait for you to, say, I don't really like football, or I don't watch football, or I have other things I'm interested in. They'll just carry on talking about it. And from my experience, even when you say, I don't actually like football, they'll say, oh, I know you don't like football, but Yeah, but shut up, I don't want to talk about it, would be my response, which I try to turn into something a little bit less aggressive, but it doesn't always work. But that's the thing. And from what I found out, that one of the reasons why men who like football talk about football so much and assume that everybody else does isn't because of anything. I don't know how to say this really nicely. But apparently, generally football fanatics don't have that many other interests. So when it comes to football, that is the main thing. It's a bit like a collie with a ball. They can't really think about anything else, and they become obsessed with it, and they can't see beyond other people not being interested in liking cars or planes or engineering or geography or what have you. Those are interests. Those are things that you have to do, from what I gather. So yeah, 51%. It's astonishing, and it's a bit too high. Yes, Julie Helen, much more fun watching you. Thank you very much indeed. I'm a talk to Russia about stuff to buy, lads. Okay, NATO, big fish to fry there, of course. You're very, very busy. Very, very busy indeed, doing busy things that nobody else can possibly fathom. Good luck. Dick Dastardly. Hello, Dick Dastardly. It made me smile discovering that Lidl are opening an hour later than usual tomorrow. Presumably, they think nobody will be up early in the morning. See, this is where it started for me. The schools tomorrow are allowed to go in an hour later. So they're going in at 9:45. Because the assumption is that all of the children will be staying up late watching football. Apparently that's what it is. I originally thought that, what, you mean you're really going to have like primary school children with hangovers in the morning? I don't think so. No parent's going to let them drink loads of Stella the night before, surely. But apparently that's not the only reason that can cause you to not want to get up in the morning. Good news, eh? Well, no, not really. Because there are other children in the schools that aren't really necessarily interested in football. I might have mentioned that. Let's remember, the other 49% of people are going to be more interested in the other things, like English and geography and science.
I like geography.
See, there we go. And those will possibly be feeling like they're missing out on the opportunity to learn something of interest. We get political about football. Let's not start. I might even need to change the subject before I find myself going on a right old rant about it, and that wouldn't be good, would it not? Yay, says Hooked on Classics. That's yay, rather than, hi, it's Simon. I would love a mug, please. Well, you may well be the first person to do a purchase then. And I can't give them away because they are, they have cost money, and actually with them being yellow on the inside as well, you see that it's not just the outside, there's the inside as well. So I haven't decided on an actual price yet, but I think it's going to be about £14 each, which is actually quite expensive, but they weren't cheap to acquire. Bad Books. The man who's in Bad Books with his in-laws, I think it was. Yeah, good evening and welcome, Bad Books. OMG, woo! Here comes mustard monetization, says the Greenwood. Thank you very much. And it's all down to the help of people like yourself who, at one point, had to deal with floods and floods of spam and trolls and all these other kind of people that all decided to go somewhere else. But tonight I thought they might just come back with a vengeance, bored, looking for some man in a yellow t-shirt and a beard to entertain them into oblivion. Oh, unlikely, but thank you. Is that Cabbage Lime in the background?
Happy's not here.
Where's Cabbage? All right, we'd like to see Cabbage lying, and there we go. There's Cabby. There's Cabbage lying in his cape because he's a super lion after all, and Poppy as well. Yeah.
I wish Puddy Cat was here. Same.
Right now, listen, you two. Remember what I said?
Oh, yeah, I know, but I want Puddy Cat.
Well, if Puddy Cat comes in, I will let you know.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the Cabbage. So there we go. Dick Dastardly, just for you, Cabbage line. Oh, by the way, you should be cheering Dick Dastardly because he's always here. He's always interested in Cabbage. He's Cabbage's #1 fan.
Why not Poppy?
Well, Poppy as well. How do I buy the mug? Asks Peter P. Well, what I'm going to do is let me do the video first because 2 weeks back, when I acquired these mugs, I started making a video offering them out. And there was a tall man knocking around who very, very much got in the way of me making a video. Yeah, believe it or not, he does really, really sincerely enjoy disrupting things. So the video didn't actually get sorted out. So I'm going to post a video about this with all the details and stuff and PayPal links, etc., that kind of thing. I'm going to do that before he turns up tomorrow, if he's coming. Hello. Smack the like button, says Hooked on Classics. And that is... Oh, yeah, there's a point. Yeah, the last time we had cheers for likes, didn't we? So we are up to 11 now. Every time a new like happens, you'll hear a cheer from the background. And also, everybody else, every other man's drinking Stella tonight, and I'm not. But as it goes, I have a box of Stella just here that I had given to me from the kind man in the garage. And why did he give it to me? Because he didn't want it. It's not because they've gone off. He just doesn't like the stuff. So, oh, no, I've got an unlike now. Do a boo.
Why?
Just do a boo.
Boo.
Right, there we go. Oh, no, back up to 11. Thank you. Yeah, so I've got some cans of Stella. And when I get to 22 likes, I think I'm going to crack one open and join all of the football fanatics with having a bit of a booze up. 12 likes. Thank you. Oh, right. So, hi, BB. Mighty Cat Mod says, Brian Clough used to live next to my grandma in Hartlepool. 14 likes. Yeah. 15 likes. There we go. See, that must make you feel better, eh? Makes me feel better. Thank you. Thank you very much, whoever it was that did that. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel of Captain Mustard. 17 likes. There we go. Right, that works, doesn't it? My TV is 55 inches, says Hooked on Classics. That's huge. 18 likes. No, Captain. It's a large TV, but not ridiculously so, says Dick Dastardly. 19 likes. Thank you. Oh, on the Fens estate, I'm from Hartlepool, says Bad Books. I've not mentioned that one. Gloopy Clavinia. Gloopy Clavinia. 17 likes. They won't listen. Gloopy Clavinia. Hi. Hello, Gloopy Clavinia. Thank you for joining. Don't you watch... Oh. Don't you watch the football game, says A. And also, sorry for the stereotype. Well... Nope, I absolutely do not. And I'm not even secretly rooting for England. I'm not. I could not be any less interested, I'm afraid. It was a game where people played and they were overly paid and, they all had a bit of respect. That the fans and the players themselves, I'd feel a bit different. I'd be just ambivalent. But instead, I just find myself entirely repulsed by it. And tonight, I've gone outside and deliberately pushed the mirrors in on my cars because I know there's a better chance of one of my door mirrors getting kicked off tonight than what there would be at any other point. And that is just embarrassing. That's right. Hello, Welcome to Britain, where you can be embarrassed by the people who live here because of stuff like that. It's completely unfair. Anyway, where was I up to? Hooked on classics. Did you see it? Yes, there we go. That's what I would have said as well. Did you see that ludicrous display last night? No, I didn't. I'm breaking out a beer already, says Dick Dastardly. I've got a Madri beer made out to be Spanish, actually brewed up the road here in Burton-on-Trent. Ah, right, yeah. I think that's the same for many of these so-called continental beers, isn't it? They're actually brewed here. It makes sense, doesn't it? Why haven't brewed somewhere else and then have to import them? Look who's here. Yeah, Putty Cat is here. Well done. How about that, eh? Oh gosh, we have another dislike there. Oh gosh, that's not good, is it? Oh no, we're going to be awfully disappointed. How am I ever going to end up with having myself a beer when I won't go on from 19 likes to suddenly 16? I'm sure Putty Cat will do. Right, okay. Tell Putty Cat to like. Hello, Captain Mustard says, Putty Cat. Oh, I'm going to have this one there. I've missed one from, that's not far from where I'm at. But he's just talking to Mighty Cat Mods. Let's talk fencing. Well, we could do. The fencing that you erect or the sword fighting competition or game with the face mask. I don't mind. I think you should talk about it because you probably know more about it than I do. Oh, Lethal Idiots is here. What a great name, Lethal Idiot. I have some of these people that make me think, remember to rate some of these names, and Lethal Idiots is such a good name. Lethal Idiots is a 9 out of 10 name. Anyway, Bad Book says, our PE teacher played for Cluffley, is it Cluffley or Cluey? Or Cluey, at Hartlepool. If they weren't playing well enough, he'd made them walk his dog rather than practice. That doesn't make any sense, does it? Oh, it looks like we have a joke. Oh, but also Lethal Idiots. I'm more kind of got distracted by the name Lethal Idiots because I like that so much that I forgot to read out Lethal Idiot's comment, which is, who do you think that was going to win? I don't know. I have no idea. No idea. Anyway, Putty Cat looks like he has a joke ready for us. And we do like jokes here on this live stream, don't we? A man went in to see a dentist. After examining, the dentist says, there's something wrong with your taste bud. What is it? The man asks. He said, well, to start, those shoes are effing hideous. Afternoon, Mustard and friends and stalkers, says Stephen S. Paul. Thank you very much for joining us. And Pingu Concord is here. Not seen Pingu for a while. Welcome, Pingu. Thought you might have got a cheer for that. But nobody's as important as what Putty Cat is. Do you know, it's not even like Putty Cat. It's just because it's the name, Putty Cat. Anyway, Pingu says, good evening, Captain Mustard. Good evening, Captain Mustard. Hope you're having a good weekend. Well, as good as any, really, I suppose. I've done some jolly weekendy type things, which means going to work, going to the garden centre. Lots of hellos. Can I be admin? Asks Lethal Idiot. Well, no, there's no real need, I'm afraid. I have the Greenwood here to do that. See that? See that name above you in blue with the spanner? If I had a situation where there were hundreds of people watching, maybe I would need somebody else to help out, but I don't think I do at the moment. Holla, the Greenwood says, Putty Cat. Bonsoir, lovely Mistress Tracy, says Pingu. Oh, Helena Liberty. That's a new one, I think, on me. He reminds me of Nickelback. You mean the singer from Nickelback, whose name I can't remember. And I can see why you would say that, because I've got hair, and I've got a beard, and I've got glasses, and I've also got a British accent, and I'm sat in front of a fish tank. And all of those things will remind you of that man, won't they? I should imagine. Watching this live gives me an excuse to stop my guitar practice. You be proud of me, oh music master, says Julia Helen. Oh gosh, right, well, I wouldn't, not if you wanted to do that. However, you will be doing more guitar playing than what I do these days. I've barely touched it in the past, 10 years, to be honest. My guitar is out, it's always tuned up. I pick it up pretty much every day and just make something up. Usually it's just like a chord sequence that I quite like the sound of, and then sometimes I'll dabble around with it for maybe 10 minutes and record it, and it'll end up in a video on my other channel. But my guitar playing had to stop when I got busy having children and driving an HGV for a living, and my back started to go really bad. My back really put an end to me sitting and practicing guitar, because I can't sit comfortably for long enough to actually make any progress with it. So unfortunately, kind of gone the other way. But Julia, by the way, is a lady that I used to teach guitar many, many years ago. In fact, it was 15 years ago, something like that. Might not be quite as long ago as that. Anyway, good to have Julia here in this live stream. And Arturo Sanchez, what's your favourite Australian painter of the previous century? Thank you very much. Yeah, at that price, says Stephen Perry, I would feel a little mugged off. Ka-ching! Oh, we want a little bell there, don't we? A little what is it? What do we do? Oh, a drum roll. That's it. Mr. Stephen Parry from Port Sunlight in the Wirral is here. How is Arkansas, Jesus? Captain Paul tonight. Hope you've had a nice weekend. See you home with your family. Well, I spend a bit more time at home, but it's a couple of hours extra, really. It's more than a couple of hours, because honestly, if I don't have to get up early in the morning, I struggle to get up early in the morning. So Saturdays and Sundays, I'm not really up early at all. And then I come home from work a little bit earlier than I normally would do. And because I'm not there for that long, it's very difficult to get really properly focused on any one particular thing. So then I end up wondering why I bothered going in the first place, frankly. Still only on 19 likes. How am I supposed to get this beer at this rate? Hi Mustardette, says Pingu. Hi Steve. I hope Cabbage and Poppy will be doing another adventure soon. We were just talking about that before, actually, because Cabbage is really up for it. He really wants to be doing another adventure, but Poppy's not so sure.
Can Putty Cat like?
I'm sure Putty Cat did like, okay?
I know, but how many likes have you got?
19 at present.
Oh, yay!
Yes.
Yay!
Have you been able to sleep at night since Fred's departure? Asks Stephen. No, I always do that. People find it more fun to actually give me a dislike for asking for a like. I'm perfectly happy sleeping with Fred going, because Fred has gone to a home where he's going to get properly fixed up. Whereas it would have just taken me longer and longer, because I go down there every day and I'm working on stuff, but you often don't see the extent of what I'm doing, and which gives people like some of my viewers cause to have fun and presume I don't do anything, but obviously I do. But with having so many different cars on the go and so much weather issues and all these other kind of things, it does end up taking a lot longer than anticipated or wanted. I don't want another cup of coffee. I want some of my free Stella. 20 likes. Right. Have you put a premium price on the mug? Had that move action? Have you put a premium price on the mug that had that move action? Oh, right, I see. 21 likes. Oddly enough, that's the one I'm drinking from. 22 likes. Yes, I can now have myself a can of Stella. Well, I wanted to just read some more comments first, though, because I may as well do, hadn't I? Stella, act what? Greenwood saying hello to everyone. American football says, kill the Batman 87. American football about it. If you get 22 likes, will you shotgun the beer? What do you mean, share it?
No, you need to have some beer now because it's got to 22 likes.
There's 23 now.
Yay!
No proper football. Right, no. That's another thing, I suppose. In America, football is a different game. So they call our football soccer. And I just call it... I'll let you imagine. Hi, Captain and Girls, says Trisha Alderman. Hello, welcome. No proper football where men kick the ball with their foot rather than pick up an oval with their hands, says the Greenwood. Hi, Trisha. Shirt matches the mug. Oh, it does, doesn't it? Wow, that's excellent. Good observations. Slam the cup down on the table. And then, you know what's coming next. Oh, I tell you what. Now, it appears to be getting quite warm tonight. And, I've been thinking that the summer, it's just not happened. Makes me want to look forward to the winter because next year maybe we'll be in with a chance of actually having a proper summer. But tonight it's warm. Is it actually warm or is it just me being a bit more energetic than normal? So appropriate. I would never ever buy Stella. Having said that, I think I have done at one point in the past, a very long time ago. One of the fabulous things about doing this live stream at home is there's going to be absolutely no chance of suddenly the radio next door being played that loudly that you can hear it through my microphone. If anybody was with my live stream the other day, what a disappointment that was. I was getting half decent numbers as well, and I would have finished it off and just monetized it, but I can't do that. Oh, I know Greenwood said something about you can actually get rid of something like that, but I can't really remember exactly what it is. Oh, brilliant. Icy spikes. That was like a spike of ice. I tell you what, you can't beat a cold beer when you want one. Hand egg says Hooked on Classics. Hand egg. Oh, yeah, I get you. The green on the sport will get hit and fall down and they fall like moving cars. That's sport. Oh, right. Are we ready? Yes, Neil Gibbons, there's a fart for you. You can take that back to the Birmingham Handland where you live next week, along with a whole load of pride removed. Welcome, matey. Garden fencing is more interesting than ball kicking, says Hooked on Classics. Oh, and Putty Cat. Lol, hello to my fan club.
Hello.
I expect some more noise.
Putty Cat.
All right.
Hello, fan
Okay, you can. You don't have to be really loud.
Why are these on here?
I don't. Come on, just go back in the other room for a moment and be careful. Jimmy Quinn is here. The mighty Jimmy Quinn. Hello and goodbye. Well, welcome and thank you for your brief presence. Hi, Jimmy. Bye, Jimmy. Lunatic number 5. Lunatic Ninja number 5. Let's not miss out that word. Thank you. Ooh. Mr. Stephen Parry from Port Sunlight in the Wirral says, a week ago today at nephew's 6-year-old birthday, where someone crashed into my car and left no details, so some people are not nice. I've always been told off. If you do think something wrong, you should own up. I think that's what you said. If you do something wrong, I think people should own it. Well, yeah, they should do. Lethal Idiot says, you sound like a good dad. But do I look like one? That's the thing. Sounding like one is even looking like one. It's actually being one. That's the important thing. Aid Braid, where's the chippy at Hollingworth? What's that chippy at Hollingworth Lake like? Asks. Now, you've been on my live streams many, many a time, but I can never really just get your names right straight. Aid Braid. It's, well, in a word, expensive. In another word, busy, because Hollingworth Lake is quite a tourist attraction, especially when it's warm. But if you don't mind those two things, actually quite nice. Small portion of quite crunchy chips, you know, that aren't going to fill you up for quite a lot of money. As I remember, I've only ever been there once. Mr. Stephen Parry says, "Hi everyone. Has won the Naughty Sisters as an old Captain Paul has kids in the room." Has won the Naughty Sisters. Aid Braid says, better go for a P for a second half. Second half of what? I'm not closing down for a bit. Anyway, have you been out in your canoe yet, Captain? Asks Pingu Concord. And the answer is no. I haven't. I love the idea of having a canoe. I love having a canoe in the yard because it doesn't take up as much space as you'd think. Well, I mean, you might think, obviously it's very long, like 17 foot long. It's longer than any of the cars in the yard, but it's also a lot narrower. And no, I haven't. The reason is that to get the canoe somewhere where I can use it, I've got to take it with the trailer, because it's, you know, although it's fiberglass and wood, it's quite light for the size of it, but it's not the kind of thing you could carry by yourself. So I'd have to trailer it. And I did a swap with my tow bar Rover 75 for an Audi that doesn't have a tow bar. So I couldn't take it anywhere. Now, there are 2 other cars in the yard with tow bars. One of them is a Land Rover that I hope never to drive. And the other one is a car called Fred that I would have liked to drive, but I don't have it in the yard any longer because it's gone somewhere better. Anyway, the canoe's up for sale because I didn't really anticipate I'd end up using it, at least not in any rush. But you don't turn down a canoe, do you? Will we see Fred again in the future? Asks Lunatic number 5. Yes, you will. I promised updates on this car, and I'll see it. He'll bring it back. He'll show me. The same game. The same goes for Charlotte Church as well. I would not let a working car leave the yard just to go and be somebody's scrapper piece of junk that they're just going to drive into every wall that they see. Because that's, if I felt like that about the cars, I may as well just do other cars instead, hadn't I? Everything that comes into the yard does make me, you know, quite patriotic, I suppose, except that Land Rover. Having said that, I mean, I don't want to see that get wasted either. I just wish somebody suitable could come along and buy it. Goal says Peter P. Yeah, I'm having a one. Yeah, this is a goal. A goal for me, what do you call it? A triumphant slug of the beer. Damn, yeah. Jimmy Quinn, who's not actually gone after all, says Spain 1, England 0. Mia Viola, yes. And ZX6, I just call you ZX6. I like your fish tank. I like it too. And guess what? They're very hungry fishes at the moment, aren't you? Hey, would you like some food soon? I'm sure you would. They're always hungry. Shotgun means poke a hole in the... right. Shotgun means poke a hole in the bottom of the can, open and guzzle the entire beer from the bottom of the can. Bottom side of the can. What's the point of that? Well, definitely not. That's not the way a gentleman drinks a beer. A gentleman such as I... in fact, in that instance, a gentleman such as me drinks a beer out of a glass. You have a can, you put the beer into the glass and you drink it from there. Drinking it from the can? No, no, no. Never mind poking a hole in it so it instantly escapes the can and leaves you and your t-shirt and your sticky body full of beer. That's a typical football thing. I mean, not only that, what do you do with that? Then you finish the can, you crush it in your hand like that, and then slap it on the top of your head because that's impressive. No. Hello all, sorry I was fixing my trailer. How are we today? Says Neil Gibbons, the Gibbonator. Well, Neil, I'm all right, mate. Now, I know Neil's here because he's received the gift of methane from my exuberant bottom. And that was very, very fortunate that he should have turned up just at that point. Hi, Neil, says the Greenwood. ZX6 says, the summer has been awful this year. It has. And hopefully it's about to change and make it worthwhile. Make its presence known. Not bad, not bad. Hi, Neil. Hi, Peter. And good, Trace. Glad me messing about the cars rather than watching the football, says Neil. Now, Neil's a proper chap. A proper chap. Yes, a man's man doesn't watch football. He does things with trailers and cars and makes things work that previously didn't work. That's being a man. That's manning. Yes, manning the verb. Why not, eh? Yes, indeed. I'm proud of that one. Manning, a good manning chap he is. There's a new tool on YouTube. You can just trim off the music and leave the speech. Let me know if you need any info I've found for you. I would be quite interested. Now, the only thing is, I suppose, on live streams anyway, I always considered that they're the kind of thing that get watched at the time. You know, very few people watch a live stream after it's already been live. Are you scoffing all the tomatoes again? They're bad for your tomatoes, you know that? They are. Hello, mate, says John. What's the score? England v Spain. Don't know. Hello, John, by the way. Baron Backdoor. Oh, that's a lovely name, that one. I like that. I'm going to give you a 9 out of 10 for that name, Baron Backdoor. Well, hello there, my lover. Hope your back is up to the good workout tonight. Oh, yes. It's, it'll be fine for that, don't you worry. Charlotte. Hello. Captain, it's a pleasure to see you again. It's been quite some time. It has. Well, I did a live stream last week that got interrupted by phone calls, and then the one before that I got interrupted constantly by phone calls, and it did kind of spoil the flow somewhat. And I actually forgot all about it tonight. Earlier on, I was thinking, I hope that doesn't happen again, because it really will start to annoy me, to be honest, because it's, you set up a thumbnail, you do all these other kind of things. You don't want to then start again with another thumbnail that doesn't look like there's anything really going on. I'll never find out who the criminal was that did that kind of thing. But I'm grateful that they haven't come back tonight. Yes, Charlotte. Hi, Charlotte. Hello, Greenwood. Hello, football. Overpaid bunch of missing word. Puddycat says, Captain, I thought you were going to get rid of that picture above the fish tank. I would do. If this was just my house and up to me what was going on in here, that picture wouldn't have even been bought, never mind stuck on the wall. It's horrible. It's pointless. But, you know, I don't make the decisions hardly at all around here. I'm just a man, you know. I'm just a man with... I have my own place to go to make decisions, don't I? It's called work. Oh, yeah, that was Stephen Fitzmaurice with the football mention just a second ago. I'm off now. Night, everyone. I need an early night, says Hooked on Classics. Well, thank you for joining me tonight, Simone. Thank you very much indeed. Hope you have a pleasant night. Night. Show us the aquarium, says Sternum. Well, I can do that very, very easily just by standing up, can't I? I could actually move my phone closer to it, but I'm not going to. You can see enough of it there. And now you're about to see the end of it again because I'm just going to get in the way, basically. Captino, what's your most viewed video? Now, I don't know. Do you mean on this channel or the other one? Because on this one, it's very, very easily one of the live streams. Because I did some very good numbers on live streams a couple of months back until it all disappeared overnight. It was a strange one. But on the other channel, my most viewed video is 30,000 or 31,000 with the Mercedes 190e review. Puttycat says, why a bad day at a dentist is better than a bad day at the airport? Oh, why is a bad day at the dentist better than a bad day at the airport? Because a search for cavities sure beats a cavity search. Nice. Mustard, should a person have meatballs with spaghetti? Yeah, why not? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that indeed? Especially if they are nicely herbed up meatballs with basil and oregano. And possibly thyme as well. Ariane, hello sir. Any tips for choosing a career? What an amazing question. That really is a big question, an expansive question. Well, yeah, either look for a job that you want to do or look for one that you're being given. But you talk about a career, so something to spend the rest of your life doing. I think you know the answer is try and do something that you like. Figure out what it is that you do like. Wonderful, says Sternum. Are you on all messages, Mustard? No, I'm not. I'm sorry. That's the first time in ages I haven't done that, isn't it? Presumably, I've been missing out some comments there, but I don't know where they are. All right, okay, there's one, which is those farm girls. English or Spanish if you... English or Spanish if you move, you gay ASF. If you move what? Yep.
Hi.
Hello.
Oh, yeah, that comment all of the boys say it at school.
What's that?
English or Spanish.
Do they?
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense, does it?
No, it's meant to be like if you move.
What do you mean if you move?
Like the person who moves first, you're gay or something. It's really weird.
Oh, right. Right, okay. Why do you have to be English or Spanish, though, to do that?
You You know, it's hands, she's not supposed to say that. It's really weird. I don't like it.
Yeah, well, fascinating. Congratulations, you're caught up with chat, says Puddy Cat. Oh, girl, Dad, cooking up deliciousness is here as well. I've not seen you for a while, but then again, I've not seen anyone for a while, have I? Because I've not been really doing anything. And I was tempted tonight to do some cooking, but earlier on I made a bolognese and I've only just finished being kind of filled up on that. Although it's not too bad with that kind of thing. The worst thing to fill yourself up on is bread. Yeah. If you fill yourself up on bread, whether it be with a curry like naan bread or chapatis or any of these things, you feel absolutely stuffed, starving again. There's no sort of in between where you just not really either. Fishing Planet. Fishing Planet is here. 1-0 Spain. Woohoo! 1-0. Ned H says, are you watching the Euro final? Well, that's tonight, isn't it? That's going on now, isn't it? Am I right? Because if it is, then I'm probably not. Ned H, question mark. Find a job that you can become rich and retire at the age of 50, says Puddy Cat. Career advice. That's good. That's good. Fishing Planet says, yes, you gay, you moved. And somehow finds that hilarious. See, this is what worries me, really. That's the kind of thing that football people find funny. That's fine if you're like 12, but if you're a grown up, if you're an adult, yeah, there are other things that are much more funny than that. Pingu says, are you thinking of branching out into other classic car brands or moving away from car sales? Yes and no. Yes and no. I would consider, and I do think it would be a rather good idea to just buy any car. Any car, provided I think it can be sold straight back on rather quickly. Because other cars are more likely to sell. Take, for example, a Hyundai. Was it a Hyundai? Hyundai Amica, that was it. The Hyundai Amica. I bought that. They needed the rear brakes doing. I got my friend Carl to do the brakes because he can do that kind of thing a lot better than I can. And I sold it straight on. And it didn't take that long. And it made the collective a good chunk of money. Nothing else is done. Nothing else is done. That's the kind of car that we or I should be buying. You buy it not because you're interested in it. You buy it because you know you can make some money on it. That's where I should be going, Pingu. Yes, we're all gay. That's clear, says Pingu. Those farm girls says, I subbed. Yes, thank you very much. Ariane, IT versus finance, which career recommend? I just want to know your opinion. And you're like my innocent grandpa. You didn't got English Spanish joke, cute generation. Cute generation. Interesting. Well, thank you. Pickup says, Mustard, have you always been into cars? Or perhaps when you were little, you were into marbles? Well, when I was little, I very much liked cars. When I was 7, I'd already made my mind up that when I was a grown-up, I wanted to be a car designer. I used to draw all sorts of made-up cars and stuff like this, but I kind of lost interest in cars when I got to about 12, for maybe 5 or 6 years, by which point it was too late. I couldn't possibly pursue a career in car design when previously, the year before, I'd also lost my interest in art as well. So a bit of really, a car designer, that's more pie in the sky than being a footballer, isn't it? Because there are more footballers than car designers. But that's what I wanted to do. And so, yeah, I guess I always have been a bit interested. My dad has an Alfa Romeo in Tanail blue. It's so nice, says those farm girls. I like an Alfa. Oh, any interest in someone buying the caravan? Oh, I've got, oh yeah. No, I've not even advertised it for sale for two reasons. The first one is that there's a SD1 in the way of it that is supposed to be finding its new home in Shropshire, but it hasn't done. It hasn't done, has it? It was supposed to be going about 6 weeks ago, but then something happened and it couldn't get collected and etc. and all these other things. So I need to push the chap George to a collection on it, because I would actually like it to go. Although all of the time that car has been in the yard, it's been paid for, and it's not been any trouble. So I've not minded it being there at all, because George is a nice chap, and he's very generous as well. He's a generous chap who's I like him. So I won't miss the car, but I haven't minded it being there. But without that car being moved first, the caravan can't even get gotten to anyway. But yeah, I think it's time that caravan went, for definite. I'm not sure why it's so funny to be called gay. Gay is a great thing. We should all be a lot more light-hearted and carefree, and that's exactly it, really, isn't it? That we should all be gay, and the gay as an insult is it just doesn't really work. It only really works if you're a child. Beyond that, it just becomes a really, really silly thing to say. Can you wave? Asks Kay. Yeah, well, yeah, I can wave. Does that help? Can we say hi to your kids? You can say hello if you want to do. They'll shout hello back. What was your favourite toy car as a child? Asks Pingu Concord. Well, I reckon I can answer this one. I used to have a Ford Anglia, and it was a bigger one than normal. It was about that long. It used to be my dad's car. So I had a few toy cars that happened to have got off of him. And anyway, I lost it. I dropped it in a river.
Oh, I remember you telling us that.
Yeah, yes you do.
The river's still there.
The river's still there, yeah, and the little bridge that I dropped it over is still there. But at the time, I was so unhappy that I'd lost it that my dad even went to the river and tried to find it, but he couldn't find it. But it has occurred to me that why would it even go anywhere? It's not going to really get washed away, isn't it? So 30 years, more than 30 years, sort of 35 years, maybe a bit more than that, years later, it should still really be in the same place, I would have thought. My eldest grandson is hoping to get an apprenticeship with McLaren's design team. Well, that's quite an achievement, actually. That's with regard to your designing drawing cars when young. Well, I mean, that's pity I didn't do that, isn't it? Mustard, says Puddycat. Are you on a holiday tomorrow? It seems in Europe there's a bank holiday every week. It does actually. It's not a bank holiday tomorrow, is there? Don't think there is. Is there a bank holiday tomorrow? I don't think there is.
There's not.
No, there's not. 1-1, says Peter P. What can you say to a dentist that you can also say to a prostitute? Keep me horrible. Footloose and fancy free, says Stephen S. Paul. Did you jump in the river and look for it? Asks Puddycat. I didn't jump in the river, no. No, I didn't. But my dad did. I don't think he actually... Do you know, this is really weird. I'm getting a bit of a flashback on this. I've got a feeling he might have actually jumped into it actually properly. Not jumped into it. It's not a river, it's kind of a stream. You know, with a little footbridge over it. It's about that wide. About that wide. So there's not enough flow to send a toy car very far. So I don't know why he couldn't find it. I'm sure he had his feet in there looking for it, because he was being a good chap, obviously, wasn't he? But no, I want that car now. Are there any things that you've had in your life that you'd like to have back? Just a little thing, little things like if I was to go down to that stream and go digging and I found that car, I would keep it. I'd keep it because obviously it's of absolutely no value to anybody else, so there's no chance of selling it. And although I don't need any more little things around me, things that provide you with a memory of something, are obviously more like the kind of things you want to hang on to. But that, I'm sure I told Boaty about this one as well. But when I was about 10, I found this stone in the garden. It was about that big. It was kind of a slightly pyramid shaped stone, very shiny, pink and white. It was like pink and white stripes, and it just looked like a chunk of bacon. And it was all smooth, but there was a slightly gravelly bit on the other side. But anyway, I kept this stone because I thought, yeah, that's a cool stone. But I don't know what I did with it. And I'd like to have that back if I may. And what would I do with that? Put it in the fish tank? Don't know. Dan Gurung. Dan Gurung. I love you, says Dan Gurung. Things you would like to have back. Virginity. What, would you like that back? I don't think I would. Where are you from? Asks Imran Khan. Isn't it clear? I'm over here. I'm in Great Britain, the little funny country full of other bits of other countries stick on it. You're not in the UK, are you, surely? I saw a night. Oh, what?
One slide over.
Why do you want to stop?
No.
Why are you asking him?
I was just asking because I just need to be aware.
Why?
Can at least do another hour. More than an hour.
More than an hour?
Yeah.
These people won't tolerate that.
An hour in.
They're not allowed to go, you know. Once you go on a live stream, you're not allowed to switch off from it.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
It'll be command other people have done. At least until 11. Yeah.
I saw a 19-year-old extremely skinny, vaping and coughing so hard whilst he's on a gaming live stream. This generation is lost, isn't it? What do you think? I don't think they're all like that. Vaping isn't good for you, though, is it? Vaping. Why do people do it? I don't know. I don't know. It's never really going to go away whilst there are some sort of influence from older people that think it's okay to influence younger people into it being a good idea. So that's why it's discouraged now, isn't it? Smoking on YouTube. They don't want to see it. It's not illegal, but they don't want to see it. And maybe it's because they're being responsible enough to think that they don't want anyone doing that to influence younger people. And I'm all up for that. However, we're still okay with drinking beer. Not getting drunk off of it, though. Or is that okay as well? Oh, caravan. That's what we're talking about. I need to do that night in the caravan. I need to spend a night in the caravan. I would like back my multicoloured jumper that my mother knitted, says the Greenwood. Each panel, arm, back, etc., was a different colour. I loved it. See, yeah. Did it get worn out? Did you lose it? That sounds great. I mean, actually, an item of clothing that you keep for such a long time is a really good thing. I've got my what I call the retro jumper, which I've had for. Actually, I thought it was 25 years, but it's probably not quite as much as that. But I've got a fleece, a really thick fleece that I associate with having a 90s car. And I used to quite like wearing this big blue fleece with a white stripe across the front of it, until I saw somebody else wearing exactly the same thing in Aldershot, and that was probably 20 years ago, and then I stopped wearing it for about 15 years. But I won't throw it away because I like it. I'm getting a toothache now. What is it with doing live streams that give me a toothache? Next bank holiday is the end of August, says the Greenwood. Those farm girls. I'm in Great Britain. Right, okay, cool. Nah, says Puttycat. I do not want my virginity back, but it would be nice to be 15 again, or maybe 25. Yeah, well, what is your favourite age? That's the other thing as well. Because, I mean, you'd think that the best time of your life should be when you're in early adulthood. That should be the best time in your life, shouldn't it? But it never seems to be. The best time in your life always seems to be, for most people, as you go into the 40s and 50s, when, I don't know, maybe you just stop worrying about a whole load of stuff that really didn't matter in the first place, and you're just a lot more relaxed and comfortable within yourself. Certainly I've found that. I feel a lot more confident than I ever did do when I was young enough to actually feel confident. See, I look back into my early 20s and see a great big missed opportunity. I should have been having a great time. I should have been doing all the proper party stuff rather than just being, just a musician who just kept his hands to himself. Well, that didn't sound good, did it? But I was, in my 20s, I was shy. I just didn't really. I had friends. I hung around with people, but I definitely wasn't a party animal. Mustard, is it past bedtime for the children? No, they're having a bit of a late one tonight because they're allowed to, because of the football. Everyone's allowed to stay up late tonight because of the football. They don't have to watch it, but they may as well, they may as well get the best bit out of it, haven't they?
I'm not watching it.
I know you're not watching it. Please don't repeat the same comments, says Greenwood. Mustard will read yours out when he gets to it. Whatever that was. Mustard, do you colour your beard? Asks Puttycat. Are you assuming that maybe my beard is grey? Well, it's not. No, I don't colour my beard. But I do like to get rid of the bits around the side because these are a lot more grey than this part. I have considered it though. In fact, I'm a man of freedom. I will say freedom. I have responsibilities, but one thing I will not consider is looking in such a way to appeal to the majority of others. I am myself and I will look how I like. It doesn't really matter. I can do what I like. And I was considering that maybe I should have a purple beard. But a purple beard, it can look rather ungainly on a particular type of man. I think unless you're a smiley, happy person, having any kind of coloured hair is a bad decision. And most of the time, I am smiling and happy and positive. But on that occasion where you're not smiling and happy, it's going to let you down somewhat. Like my car, this car, yeah? This car here, you all know it. Most people know it. The Rover with all the different coloured panels. Now that car is great unless I'm pissed off. If I'm in a mood about something, it's not a good idea to drive it. If there's something wrong going on, it's not a good idea to drive it because you don't want people looking at you when you're not feeling great, do you? And drawing attention to yourself, which is what you would do driving a car like that, or having a purple beard, or having a tattoo on your forehead that says, look at me, will actually encourage people to actually look at you. So unless you are feeling happy on that particular day, they're not going to be particularly pleased. Right? Right. Mustard, says Puttycat. What are you doing with your leftover masks from the COVID area? Do you use them when painting the car? No. We don't really have any leftover masks. When we had those masks, we had to use masks. I just keep the same one. I won't go buying masks and stuff. And they're horrible, horrible things to have on your face. And all they did is make my nose run and make me uncomfortable and itchy. That was the thing, actually. I mean, it's quite a divisive topic, but I found you into the supermarket wearing a mask, and it just made you touch your face because you're uncomfortable. Whereas if you haven't got a mask on, you wouldn't be touching your face. So if you had COVID and you're touching your face, and then you're transferring the COVID onto your fingers and onto the items that you're buying, you're more likely to pass it on through wearing a mask. That was my concern. But it was, it was one of those things you had to do it, so you just had to do it. I just didn't really see that particular thing as being positive. Hello. My favourite age, says Pingu Concord, was 28 when my second child was born, making my family feel complete. That's rather lovely, actually. Very nice, Pingu. Are you getting tired?
No.
No? What is it then?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
Are you going to have a tomato? They're bad for you. I liked my stuffed toy dog back that I got left behind in a ditch in a hotel in the 80s. It's Peter P. Oh, that's a shame. Actually, do you know what? I think Cabbage and Poppy, those two toys are going to be around for forever, aren't they? Yeah, they've got good hearing. I liked my Michael Jackson glove and lost it. That and my cardboard for breakdancing. You had a piece of cardboard for breakdancing. Hello, little one. Puddycat is here, says Puddycat. Andrew Books. Russian Putin. What's Russian Putin? Can anybody explain that one to me? Seems to got rather too hot. And I said it was too hot before, but it seems to got even more too hot than it was before. Eh? I can't post my reply about the jumper. It's being auto modded. What a strange thing to happen. And you are the mod as well. You are the mod, but you're being modded by a bot. It's not good, is it? Is that the same as Putin Russian? Mustard, do you have air conditioning at your home? Asks Puddycat. No. We don't tend to have air conditioning in homes in Britain. We have them in the shops, but not in the homes. I'm not even sure how much electricity would go through having aircon, but I imagine it would be an awful lot. And anyway, it's probably not that warm in here. It's just that we went out for a walk, and it just seemed to be a lot cooler than it had been. And for the first time in ages, I had jeans on whilst going for a walk. Actually, there's another reason for that as well, comes to think of it. I will explain. That my phone is quite a big phone. And for it to stay in my pocket, in these shorts, where the pockets are only that long, I've got to walk around with my hand in my pocket, and I don't really like that particularly. So jeans have much deeper pockets, and somewhere much more suitable to keep your device safe. But yeah, it seems to have just warmed up quite a lot since then. Maybe I should open a window and let a bit of air through. One thing I haven't, it's football scores and stuff like that. I would imagine that my neighbours either side will be watching football, but I've not heard a thing. I've not heard any shouting or jeering or any of that kind of stuff at all. So I'm going to open the window. Right, let's put something to a vote. After I finish this live stream tonight, after I finished, I'm going to do some video editing. And it could be one of a few different videos because I'm currently working on about 4 at the moment. One of them is a thing which is complete and ready just to be put together as it is. So which of these 3 videos do you think I should do?
I want a donut.
You can't have a donut. You've had enough stuff like that today. A video about how I believe that all these grey cars are going to disappear and be replaced by colourful cars within the next 5 years. That's the first one.
Should I close the curtains?
No, leave them, they're fine. The second will be progress on a car called Janet Jackson, or Data Jackson as it's now being called. And the third option, if you like, will be on the car that is going out of the yard next week called Prince Andrew. The Rover 45 diesel. The one that Boaty owned for a little while and said the clutch was slipping on it. That car that still actually drives fine. One of those 3 I shall edit and bung up live tonight. Put your votes in. Which one do you reckon it should be? Or none. Maybe I should just have a night off. But then again, last night I also had a night off because I was doing another video altogether. And here's another exciting thing I could tell you about right now, if I so wanted to do. But first, remind me, okay, in a moment, to tell you about this exciting video collaboration. Whilst I bung another can of Stella in the freezer. I've still got 6 left. That'll be enough, won't it? So yes, your chance to influence what I do this evening. Your chance to possibly find out whether I take any notice of what people say by telling me what to do. Where was we? Oh. All right, Dave. Ah. Hang on. I assume my comments are blocked, says Dave Smith. Why? Well, that's the first comments I've seen of yours. Yes, Dave Smith, your comments are blocked. Hi, Dave. I'm having issues too. Hello, Greenwood. Tom Bama Cheeseburger. To remember me, I do remember the name. I just can't really be bothered to remember exactly how to pronounce it all. We want more simple names. All right, Dave, says Ping Concord. I think Mustard's failing eyesight might be an issue.
Hi.
Hello. It's not an issue. If you haven't put it, but some of the comments do seem to be disappearing all by themselves. And I can't do anything about that. Dave Smith says, hello, Ping. My mother's boyfriend put the jumper in a fire. That's not very nice, is it?
Why?
Get a block of ice and a fan, says Puddycat. Turn on the fan and sit next to the block of ice, wearing just your underwear. Problem solved. Well, it's not that one. It's not that one, but those kind of evenings are were kind of looking forward to. Sounds a bit strange, but actually, yeah, I like being a bit too warm. I like it when you get to that point where you can take your top off, and that's exactly what you do. Oh, yes, yeah, I was looking forward to that moment. That's not happened. Along with most of my possessions and memories from that era, that does not sound like a particularly pleasant chap. Mustard, if you're having hot flashes, shall we presume that you're experiencing menopause? I wouldn't say they were hot flushes. But yeah, I'm of that kind of age, aren't they? What an arse, Tracy. Yes, it is awful. Yes to the colour car one, because that's one of my annoyances. Grey. Ah, right. Thank you. You don't even drive though. Why would it bother you? It's I made a video about the colour of cars once before, where I talked about why I reckon they are all kind of grey and white and silver. It wasn't even me that found this information out. I saw it in another video, but I just thought I'd do it myself as well. But it's changing. It's changing. Just look around. You'll notice that there are cars that are coming out that are more colourful suddenly. And Peugeot in particular, Peugeot and Kia, doing some really interesting colours. And I think it's going to catch on. But a bit more to it than that. So I've got a video. So yeah, I'll do that. I reckon I probably will do that one because that'll be the easiest one to finish off. Video 2 is my choice, which is the data welding. Before you edit the video, drink about 6 beers. The editing will turn out better, says Puddycat. It won't. When it comes to editing videos, I try, I don't really drink a beer at all. Well, I mean, I do, but I certainly wouldn't drink very many of them. Because actually, it wouldn't turn out better. It wouldn't even turn out to be worse. But what would happen is I'd just lose motivation. Thank you, Pingo and Peter. He did it to my sister's GCSE's coursework as well. And most of the contents of my mother's living room. What a toss burglar. Andrew Buttigieg. Geeg. Yeah, Andrew Buttigieg. Very good evening, Captain Mustard. Just finished watching Boaty and Emma's adventure in Wales video. Now that's something that is promising to be something well worthwhile the wait. Mustard is yellow, your favourite colour of car, asks Pingu. Pingu Puddycat, that is, because I was actually reading Pingu. But no, Puddycat, no, it's not really, no. Orange. No, oh yeah, I like pointing out orange cars, but green's probably my favourite colour. I'll have a look at them, says the Greenwood. I live by a triple carriageway and I see many, many cars every day. You do quite a lot of car watching. When I lived in the tower block, I used to just enjoy just watching the world go by. And at that height as well, you can actually watch it and know they're not watching you. Or at least know that they're not aware that you're watching them go by, because you can't really see that personal anyway. Hi, Andrew. Hi, everyone, says Andrew Buttigieg. Hello, Andrew. Hope you are doing well, says Bingo Concord. And look, Dick Dastardly is still here. That's good. Great cars seem as though they haven't been... Oh, they haven't been the top colour paint on. There are quite a few like that. Yeah, there's quite a few primer grey cars. Audi and Ford, you see them quite a lot. I mean, it doesn't help really when you see so many satin finishes. And then this whole wrap thing and the texture, the finish of a satin finish makes many people think that actually you should just get some black matte paint and rattle can your car and it'll look great. But it doesn't. It looks cack. Hi, Andrew. I have a static white... Oh, hang on. Right. Hi, Andrew. I have a static white sound spotty botty. Can't believe it's not Botty Burger. That's quite good. Lots of hellos. London is beautiful from up here. Much better than being down there amongst it, eh? I should say so. A man woke up and called, "Doctor, doctor, I can't feel my legs." The doctor responded, "I know, I amputated your arms." Nice one, Puddycat. Matte black bonnets used to be a thing. They did. Yeah, particularly the old Capri with the matte black bonnet. That was that's kind of a 70s and early 80s trend. But I believe it was to, stop sunlight reflecting off the bonnet and into the eyes of the driver. That's really its only practical purpose. And so not only would the bonnet be sprayed matte black, but the tops of the wings as well. Otherwise, there'd still be bits where it could bounce off. It makes me wonder, actually, that some cars have glass that reflect in a not particularly good direction. And just like dazzling headlamps, you can have dazzling reflective panels, can't you? What about the worst one? Maybe this is the thing. You don't really see chromium finished cars, certainly not from a factory anywhere, because of that, probably far too reflective. And it just looks awful. That's probably the reason for not having them coming out of the factory like that. Still here, DD. You see a lot down here. Mustard, do you like motorcycles such as a Harley? No, I'm not a motorcycle person, actually. Hat. What a curious name. Hat, full stop, with a picture of a hat, a top hat. 2-1, final score, Spain win. Well, of course, that's to be expected. Thinking about matte black bonnets makes me wonder what happened to the roofs, vinyl roofs as well. Yeah, I think the vinyl roofs on 70s cars were to make them look like they were convertibles. Could be wrong, but I'm sure that's the thinking behind it. Who's had a car with a vinyl roof? I have. I had a Triumph Dolomite with a vinyl roof. I think that might be the only car I've ever had with a vinyl roof. Now, exciting news then, if you're interested. If you're interested, I shall tell you all about the exciting news. Now we've decided that the video I shall edit tonight will be the one about colours. Okay, are we ready?
Yay!
Do you really mean you, actually? I presume you're ready. I'm going to go and get that other beer out of the freezer that's not going to be that cold.
Hi!
Hello. I'm hungry now. I fancy some Chinese food.
Look,
What?
there's something inside here. Look. I wrote clay together and it went into a ball. Listen.
Okay. Would you start tidying up in there, please?
Why?
Because the floor's full of bits of paper.
It'll be fine. You're not packing up anytime soon.
Thanks for telling me that.
You're welcome.
Yay, says Peter P. Went out of fashion, the vinyl roofs. Had several cars with vinyl roofs. Like they went rust. Chinese food. What, the closest I would possibly get to that would be doing some rice and turn it into egg fried rice. So, exciting stuff. I edited a video yesterday that isn't going on this channel and isn't going on the other channel either. But it's going on a brand new channel that I'm going to introduce very soon called Steve Berry's Big in the 90s. Steve Berry, the Top Gear, ex-presenter of Top Gear, from a very long time ago, of course, but he's still relevant. He's still wanting to do quite a lot, and he's still willing to do things. Now, by chance, many of you all know this, but by chance, he missed. Aha! I've got you. Right, sorry, I'll just come back to this in a minute. Come back to that in a minute. By chance, Steve Berry met. Well, I met Steve Berry when he come to buy a car off of me. He bought an MG TF, and it took ages before it went out of the yard because the clutch arm failed on it before he got a chance to pick it up. And anyway, just since then, we ended up having quite a lot of conversations together. And he'd come around and he'd just pop around for a chat. and some biscuits and multiple cups of tea. And one day, that's nowhere near cold enough. One day, a couple of months back, as well, Bolty was there as well. We got talking about how he could possibly do well on YouTube, just like many of the other ex-TV personality types, such as Johnny Smith, have done well at making YouTube channels. He could do the similar kind of thing because he's a very entertaining man. And yeah, he got quite into this idea and got talking about it, and I talked about it quite a bit, and then we came up with a plan. So Steve Berry's Big in the 90s is a channel that's going to be coming out very, very soon. So I finished off this first edit of this video yesterday that is kind of, you'll be able to tell it's me that's edited it by the style. But hopefully it'll send me into a world of possibilities that I couldn't possibly get anywhere near at the moment. Good, eh? Yes. Should be working together once a week to do a new video for this channel. And hopefully it will really make some difference. All right, okay, I've had that one. Chinese food, yes. Sweet and sour chicken. Now, hello, Poppy and Cabbage, says Andrew Buttigieg.
Poppy and Cabbage say hello.
What does a hooker and a bungee jump have in common? They're both cheap, fast, and if the rubber breaks, you're dead. Collabs with Steve Berry. How exciting, says the Greenwood. Hope the channel flies. Well, there's every chance it could do. There's every chance, and I'll tell you why. Because he knows all of the media people. He knows an awful lot. Whenever he's been around, he's constantly getting interactions. He goes on Talk TV quite a lot. He's just as energetic as he ever was, and filming with him is quite an experience because everything's done so quickly. He talks quickly. His ideas come out like one after the other. But you know, things go a bit wrong, and we have repetitions and stuff like that. And so the editing process was quite different on that to what it would have been on, you know, doing my own things. When I edit videos for myself, I know exactly what I'm going to be doing next, and if something's not going to get used, I just delete it off my phone before I even go any further. What are you saying?
My throat's really sore.
Why? Have you stood on something?
No.
Oh. Puttycat says Steve and Berry's, the bankrupt clothing store from the 1990s. I truly hope this collaboration with Mr. Berry and yourself takes off. Thank you very much, Andrew. Good luck, Captain, with your new channel. Hopefully it will be more than just a bit of luck, because I love putting a video together. I love making a video watchable, and to have somebody else actually do the content and me film it. I mean, I'm appearing in it a bit, but I'm basically his sidekick rather than being the main character, which is not something I've been used to for a while. But it should have quite a knock-on effect for what I'm doing with my stuff as well, because it could literally just take off and go big places really quickly. So as soon as that video goes up, I'll be doing a bit of promotion with that. Hopefully that channel will get big, and then I can get some people back to Project Nigel as well. But he's got sponsorship deals on the go as well. He's already done this. He's already been speaking to auction houses and the like, and stuff. So he's not been sat around waiting for things to happen. We have got access to some really very interesting 90s cars already, like expensive, exclusive stuff. So that should be happening within the next few weeks. So it's going to be rather exciting. I really hope this, I really hope, I'm so excited for you. I hope this is the big break you deserve. Thank you very much, Greenwood. Mustard, when you become famous on this new channel, will you remember us? Yes, I will. I'm not going to go away. I'll always remember the name Puddycat. I'll always remember the name Greenwood. I'll always remember the name Dick Dastardly. Many people on here have actually, I've become very, very familiar with, obviously. So I know it's a joke, but I'm not going to forget where I came from, for definite. Now then, are the comments actually going on, or are they drifting off somewhere? Because let's have a look in here. No, I appear to have actually caught up with them all, which is rather interesting. I was curious for a second then whether maybe there was just comments just not coming through. We won't forget you either, Captain, says Dick Dastardly. We won't have a chance to because I won't actually be going away. Imagine 10, 15, 20 years from now, and I'm still here doing live streams and doing all these videos. Now, the thing is, I'd actually quite like to be bunging out a new video every day on PM. And this channel, of course, I was going to be doing some more videos on this, but I do find it a bit more difficult to actually get around to doing them. But it is all really rather time consuming. And I've got plans for the videos to change ever so slightly, so they're longer videos that take longer to make, but hopefully not longer to edit. In fact, actually, by keeping my phone clear of videos, I can have multiple things in the process of editing, because I can just title a work in progress and just keep coming back to it. But I've got to get rid of all of the rendered videos, and I've got loads of space on that phone, but it's still running out. I've got some like videos going back to about must be about November last year, still on my phone, cluttering it all up. Nearly a video every day, a whole video on my phone. I need to just get rid of them all, but I keep thinking that I might need them at some point. What if I want to take a clip out of this? Well, I've forgotten them anyway. I've forgotten. Really have. I wonder how many hours worth of video have I done now? I bet it's quite a few. I must watch the Emma and Boaty video later on as well. So Boaty will be doing a live stream as well, won't he, at 11? So I do want to get this video edited, and I do want to watch his video as well, and watch the live stream. That's the trouble. It's already 10:15. How do you fit all this lot in? How do you people who watch all this stuff manage, eh? Some of you have full-time jobs. You are caught up with the comments, says Puddycat. I know. I just wondered if there was some missing, because it does happen sometimes. A PM video every day, like the old days, says Dick Dastardly. I'm not too far off every day, am I? I mean, the longest I've gone has been 3 days without a video release, and then from time to time I've kind of gone one every 2 days. But then I'll have a little period where there's one posted every day for a few days. Right, 15 or 10, 15, 20 years from now, your channel will be taken over by a bot named Mustard. Well, it won't matter then, will it? But it will. You imagine how AI is going. Maybe my channel could be taken over, and it'll be better for it. Hopefully you're rewarded fairly in this new endeavour, or fairly. You'll be rewarded fairly in this new endeavour. You deserve a bit of luck, matey. Thank you very much, Mr. Pingu Concord. That's very nice of you to say. You need some external storage or cloud storage so you can save the vids and clear your phone. Well, that's kind of what I've been thinking. The only thing is, why do I really need to save them? They're all on YouTube anyway, aren't they? They're all on YouTube, and if I want to watch them, or even if I want to pick a bit out, as long as they're still on there, I can do it, surely. In 20 years' time, says Andrew Buttigieg, won't it be via hologram, the live stream? It might be. It's really hard to think about where technology could possibly go that much further, isn't it? Because, I mean, let's go back 20 years. Could we really have envisaged how much AI is taking over? Because the AI stuff, unless it's... You see AI pictures on Facebook all the time, and the only thing that really gives it away is it's absolutely stupid. So many really stupid things going on there. I saw one earlier on. It was a picture of a child that had a third arm out of its forehead. And, that doesn't happen.
How?
Well, it's an image that's been generated by artificial intelligence. That doesn't happen. Yet, the comments are full of people who believe that it's real.
It might be.
It's not real.
How? How do you know?
Because that's what we're surrounded by now is artificial intelligence.
We don't know. People can be born like that.
They can't be born. You can't be born with an arm growing out of your forehead.
Oh, I thought you meant an eye.
No.
Oh, okay.
An eye growing out of your forehead.
But people can have 3 legs. And I'm watching this video of a boy who he was meant to have a twin and he ended up with 3 legs. It's not funny! Come on, pig.
Come on, pig.
Come on, pig.
Right. Greenwood is correct, says Puddycat.
Green!
You can buy storage in the cloud and upload your videos to the cloud, freeing up space on your phone.
Can I just say something? We saw the green greens 4 times today.
Yeah.
And the creepy ice cream van. Yeah. We only saw that one once. Actually, no. Well, I saw it yesterday morning as well.
Right. Pingu asks, are you really as drunk as you sound when you call into Boaty's lines, or just a good actor? I'm never drunk. It's I really quite like doing that, but the thing is, it's at that time of night where everyone's upstairs and in bed. So, unless I go outside to do it, which I have done a few times, then I'll be a much more louder, exaggerated northern character. But inside the house, I've got to do it quietly. And that's where the more slurry, because I boat you. You disgust me, you really do. Ugh, you filthy, lanky tool. It's much easier to do it like that, as you can imagine. What happens on a cloudless day? No reception. Never trust any never trust any website to not collapse and disappear. Well, true enough, but what would I do with all this stuff then? Puttycat says, didn't most of us think that the flying cars like the Jetsons would be reality by now? Well, possibly. I think what happens with the future, though, is that you have anticipation of things that are going to happen, and they don't. But other things that you could never have dreamt of do. A third arm sticking out of its forehead. I'm absolutely cracking up play out. The thing is, actually, that is funny. And if somebody's done that as a joke to see whether they can fool people, I like it. But what happens more than anything is things like veterans and things like children saying, it's my birthday. Can I get a like for my birthday? And it's not real. So why would you need alike. And it's the amount of people that fall for it. And they have this phrase that keeps coming up saying, why do pictures like this never trend? And it's got like 300,000 likes on it. 300,000 likes from 300,000 people that just cannot understand that they're being mugged off. It's astonishing. Some say Captain has 3 legs. Lol, born as an artificial intelligence being. There goes your New Year's resolution. You'd post all of your stuff on whatever type of TV platform is biggest then. True enough, true. I would imagine that if you had to pay for the space to store these kind of size videos every day, up to 20 minutes, in usually a reasonable clarity as well. I'm not doing 4K with stuff, because often as soon as you start manipulating the video, not all of it's going to be 4K anyway, so there's no point in doing that. But it would take up an awful lot of space and probably be quite costly as well. Puttycat, that's true. Like, who would have dreamt of fake burgers and fake hot dogs? CC Motion 1998. Hey, Thickums. Hey, Thickums. Thickums. Now, who could that CC Motion 1998 be talking to? Anyway, we're fast approaching a 2-hour live stream here. And it is my nature to think that as all of you lovely people have joined this and feel obliged to stay to the end, that I need to cut it off so you can go off and do something else. Otherwise, I'm going to feel a bit guilty about it. So, my plan is to go to 2 hours. 2 hours of a live stream. Surely that's more than enough for anybody who really wants to watch a live stream. And clearly some do. I'm going to stop in a minute. Yes. Now, the reason they don't want me to stop is because as soon as I am off live stream duty, I go back to being strict dad again, don't I? And say, you need to clear this up, you need to do this. It is 10:30. It's still a school night. You need to be going upstairs and brushing your teeth and going off to Sleepy Bobo Land or whatever it's called. Because it's true. It is of that time, isn't it? Come on. I can't really be that irresponsible to just think, well, doing a live stream is more important than being asleep. But the fact is, they'll go upstairs and they won't go to sleep anyway. But though I used to do a live stream down here whilst they were upstairs, and they'd like it, knowing that they could hear me talking. So maybe I could do that. And maybe you could just go upstairs now. Because it's 10:30. That'd be fair enough, wouldn't it?
You carried on with live and we need to go upstairs. It would. That means we could still go upstairs and play.
No, you're supposed to go upstairs and go to sleep.
No, I don't want to.
Listen.
Can you come upstairs with us?
You two got school tomorrow, and you've got lots and lots of other school children that will have hangovers. I'm stopping in 10 minutes, okay?
In 10 minutes?
So go and clear up. Go and clear up that paper up in there, please. Come on. Where are we? Oh, right, okay. Andrew Buttigieg says, so those posts I see of a 140-year-old Boer War veteran asking us to like is fake. Thanks for the help, Mustard. Thickums, says Greenwood, is based on thick, casual way of the body type It wasn't skinny or thin. I am skinny, aren't I? Am I not skinny?
I don't know.
Right, come on, you two are looking a bit tired actually.
I don't want to go home.
Just go and tidy up in there.
Go
Go and tidy up in there. We'll discuss what we're doing after that.
Yay!
I wasn't expecting that. Paul, you are not a true northerner. Your dad is from down south. That's true. Yeah, you have to. Well, my mum's from the north though, and I did grow up in the north, but I'm not really a true northerner, am I? I'm more northern when I just talk as somebody else. Yeah, I'm a proper northerner when I call into Boaty's thing. Do you know why though? The first time I did a call into his thing, I was actually trying to, because he always does his impression of me where I sound like Alan Bennett. And I thought, for the people that don't know me, I best sound like Alan Bennett. And then they'll know who it is. And I just kind of stuck with it. So, Greenwood, he is calling mustard fat. Yeah, I don't mind. I don't have an upstairs. Do you not? I have, it's a roof. Hungover children, too much shandy the night before. Not shandy. Oh no. I wonder how many children of this age, still in primary school, have really sort of fallen around the place on lager right now. There's bound to be a few, isn't there?
People outside, I think.
Look, eh?
I think there's people outside.
Out the front.
Yeah. I can hear people talking. It's next door. Next door watching football, I think. It's finished, hasn't it?
Is it?
No, but I don't think they're watching it live. I don't think we've won anyway, but I'm not really watching.
We can't watch it live as it's finished. Has it actually finished? That's the question. I'm not even sure. What's the difference between a northerner and a southerner besides geography? Well, many would say attitude. What they doing now? Oh, I thought they were going outside. Ow! Many would say attitude. Most have this idea that the north is a much friendlier place to be than the south. But it rather depends on what part of the north and what part of the south. I mean, London's not really what you'd call a friendly place. I suppose anywhere we have cities are not friendly places at all. So to go somewhere friendly, you've got to go where people have got a bit of space.
Villages!
Philippines.
Villages.
Yeah, if you want somewhere friendly, go to the Philippines.
No, I said the villages.
The villages, yeah. Late for a stream, but good evening all, says Stratospherian. It's not that late, not really. Or late for the stream. Well, nobody can be late to a stream that you don't have to attend to. No, there's no obligation. Baby Sham, hi Strato. Strato. Right, I'm asking you now, has the football finished? But actually, I don't even care. What's going on here? Oh, hang on. There's a bit of a delay between what appears there and what appears here. You'd expect there would be a bit, but more than I was expecting.
Hi.
Oh.
I'm excited for what you said. We'll talk about what we're doing later.
I wouldn't be too excited by that.
Why?
Well, because it is time.
You said what we'll do later, so that doesn't mean, alright, Pod, we're on push upstairs, go to bed. That doesn't mean that.
Does it not?
No.
What does it mean then?
I don't know. I'm just excited now. It means let us stay up for a tiny bit more.
All right, football has ended, yes. Yay, somebody won. In Yorkshire, I'm described as Bonnie. In London, I am fat. That's the difference. Bye, Jimmy. Bye. Mustard, have your children had proper lessons in swimming? Yeah. Yeah, they have. They don't like it, though.
I did. I don't.
But one of them likes it, the other one doesn't.
I don't.
Right, okay, you don't like it.
No.
Right.
I liked it.
You do.
I'm older. No, I'm older.
Yeah, one of you's older than the other. Bye-bye, Jimmy. Bye-bye, bye-bye. Okay, right, it's time to say goodbye to everyone now because I'm...
Whoa! Why does the table feel it's gone so far back?
You know what I'm going to do now? I'm going to do something quite useful that everyone will love on here. Didn't come out. Hang on. Yeah, there we go. Who wins that fart? It is Stratospherian. Stratospherian, congratulations on winning yourself a mustard fart that you can indeed keep, cherish, tell your whole family about, and just generally feel quite good about yourself for having. 39 likes.
Yay! Yay!
Yay!
How many have you watching?
Not that many. Well, watch out for that. Watch out for that. Watch out for that there. Don't knock my glasses.
Oops, sorry.
Well, I don't know. There might be one more subscribe. Oh, 40 likes.
Okay. No, because that person said I subscribed.
Hmm.
Puddycat. Has Puddycat liked?
Puddycat's still here. Enjoy your rice and beer. Here's Johnny. Bye-bye, Mustard. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Clip, 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 says Andrew Buttigieg. Put your kids to bed, says Luke Smith, having not been here all the time. And very good advice for that. Thank you very much. I'm right. I'm bummed I wasn't online for the start. Okay. Y'all can relax. I'm here now. And that was... right, hang on. New Metal Viking Johnny Crook.
Okay.
Yeah, that Johnny Crook, yep. Hang on. What a terrible evening of football, says Luke Smith. Nobody cares. Not on here. I have liked. Yes, Jimmy, Puddycat has liked. Thank you very much, Jimmy.
Bye-bye, Puddycat.
What did I miss? Asks Johnny Crook. All of the live streams are for.
Just got here.
He's only just got here.
Oh no.
Hi Emma, love the videos, Wales videos. I'm 7 Guinnesses in. Quality 7 pints of Guinness, Johnny. That is quite impressive. Well done.
Wait. How long has he been here?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think he has actually. And Audrey Borks, I don't understand English and I don't understand what you're saying. Greetings from Russia, from Moscow, to translate on Google Translator. Well, thank you for joining me.
Wait, how does he not understand if he's writing in English?
Translated from Google.
Oh, okay.
Right. Correct. Only pints worth spilled in my beard. 10:30 on a school night. I don't think I need to worry about the education of these two, to be absolutely honest. No, definitely not.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah. Is there anything that you're struggling with at school?
Maths. Yes, always.
Maths.
Yeah,
But
always.
you say that, but you still manage to do it all, don't you?
No, I die. Where's Puddycat? What's Puddycat's profile?
Oh, I don't know. Probably a cat.
Can I see, please?
No, you can't see. Right.
Puddycat. Oh no.
Hi, girls. Hope Cabbage and Poppy are okay.
Oh yes, they are. Of course.
Yeah. Depends on when they have to wake up. I've liked, hoped everyone else has, says the Greenwood. Well, thank you very much.
Where's Puddycat? Puddycat is. I want to see Puddycat's pictures of cats. Is it?
No, you're not going to look at that.
Amelia, you're in the camera. Oops.
They have just massively undermined you, says Luke Smith. Yes, they do that all of the time. Because in actual fact, they're both a lot smarter than I am. And reinforce my earlier point.
Oh, berries, love berries. That was the video of Poppy that we did in Tom and Mark.
No, it's an astronaut, right.
Berries are yummy. Berries are Puddycat. No, it is an astronaut. Oh no, Puddycat, you should change it to a cat.
Yeah, but he wants to be an astronaut when he grows up.
How old is Puddycat?
11.
No, Puddycat is not 11.
He is, he's 11.
No, he isn't.
He is, he's 11.
Puddycat, you're not 11. No, because I remember Puddy Cat saying something like, "Oh, I wish I could be 15 again." Yeah.
Yes, because he likes to be 15.
I wish I could be 15, so he's not 11.
Why is Puddycat so popular?
Because he is. No, Puddy Cat is popular, but you can be popular too, Mighty Cat Mod. You just need to make sure that you're in all of the lives.
Yeah.
We never said you're not popular. Puddy Cat is.
Okay.
If I change my name to Puddy Dick, will I get a cheer as well? Yes, you will. Anything Puddy.
Right. Okay. I should go because it's you two do need to go off upstairs.
Yeah, but you said that you could talk.
Yeah, but no. But you'd be awake at this time anyway, chatting, wouldn't you? But I need you just to go and tidy up. Anyway.
We did.
Oh, have you?
We get some free time. Yeah.
What do you mean from some
Because
free
you said we
time?
could talk about what we do next.
Yeah, which is going to bed.
No, you would have just said to us go to bed then. You don't mean it now.
Right, okay. Wise words from the ladies, apparently, says the Greenwood. And with that, I'm going to thank you all very, very much for being here with me tonight instead of watching football. And thank you especially to the Greenwood for all the moderation skills and help.
No, what's his name?
Oh, thank you to anyone who's liked this live stream. And an extra special thank you to anyone that's now decided to become a channel subscriber. Soon, channel memberships will be available. Quite possibly tomorrow. Good night.
No. Bye.
Bye.